Yallabha Parolabha
Yallabhanna parulabhu
Yat Sukhanna Param Sukham
Yat sukham na param sukham
Yajnanat na Param Jnanam
Yajnana na param jnanam
Tat Brahmyatyavadharaye
Tad brahmityavadharayet
Yallabha na Parolabha Yat Sukhanna Param Sukham Yajnananna Param Jnanam Tad Brahmetyavadharaye. My humble prostration to Adiguru Sri Shankaracharya Ji Maharaj and great saint and philosophers and parents of spiritual seekers, Sant Shri Dnyaneshwar Maharaj. I invoke the grace and blessing of these masters for contemplation on the self. Let us in tune our mind to higher thoughts of these enlightened masters. By the gracing and blessing of them, we will think about our own true nature. Yallabhat. Labha, gain, achievement, attainment. Yallabhat. Than attainment of which no, not aparaha. Greater labha, aparaha labha, greater attainment. Yat sukhat, yat which sukhat, than bliss. Na aparam sukham. Na means not, aparam greater. Sukham bliss. Yat jnanat, yet which jnanat than knowledge. No means not, aparam greater. Jnanam means knowledge. Tad Brahma, Tat, that. Brahma, supreme reality. Iti, thus. Avadharaye, realize it. Yallabha, naparo labho, yat sukhanna param sukham, yat jnananna na param jnanam, tad brahmyatya avadharaye. Yallabhat, na aparaha labhaha, yat sukhat, na aparam sukham, yat jnanat, na aparam jnanam, tad Brahma ityavadhar. Realize that Brahma, beyond its attainment, there is no greater attainment. beyond its bliss. There is no greater bliss. Beyond its knowledge, there is no greater knowledge. This is very wonderful description of realized master in this verse. Bhagavat Pujyapad Acharya Sri Shankaracharya ji has mentioned three important aspects of realized master. Greatest gain, greatest happiness, bliss or joy, or greatest knowledge. So, these are culmination aspects of realized master. Highest pointers has mentioned in this slokas. Labha, sukha, and knowledge. We can think concept of labha, concept of sukha, or concept of knowledge. In three levels. At the physical level, we can think about love. At the mental level, we can think about happiness. At the intellectual level, we can think about knowledge. Intellectual or intellect is the source of knowledge. All knowledge is possible because of intellect. We human beings are different from other species because we are gifted with unique and special faculty that is called intellect. We have a freedom of action. We have a freedom of thought. We have a freedom of writing. We have a freedom of speech. We have a freedom of our opinion. So Bhagavan has given many freedom to human being. Do you think one point in our children, we do not give freedom? Don't go there. Don't touch that. Don't listen that. Don't act like that. So many restrictions we applied to our children. Don't watch that program. Don't listen such abusing word. Don't speak harsh word. Don't go away from the house. Means we give all restrictions to all their senses. Don't eat more. Don't eat that. Restrictions for eating. Restriction for seeing. Restriction for listening. Restriction for walking. Restriction for playing. Restriction for everything. And if he or she grown up, if or she now has a maturity, we withdraw all our restrictions. And after some time, they give restriction to us. Papa, don't do this in this way. I don't like that. I want my space. Don't interfere in my own opinion, because we have a friend and I want to enjoy with them. I have to play with them. So why are you unnecessarily calling me? Don't interrupt me. Oh, and we follow their instruction. And wife also says, oh, don't interfere with them. They are not a small. Okay. He or she or parents think that they are not small. They are mature. So we withdraw all restrictions and they have a freedom. So Bhagwan has given restrictions to all animals, animal kingdom and plant kingdom and other all animals. But at the level of the human being, Bhagwan says, no, they have a freedom of thought, freedom of action, everything they have a freedom because they have a discriminative intellect. They know what is good, what is bad, what is real, what is unreal, what is the loss, what is the profit. So Bhagavan has given very wonderful faculty by which we are given such type of freedom from God. Because intellectual faculty, only because of that. We have a mind. Through mind, we experience various sense objects. Mind is the source of happiness. The mind is the source of sorrow. All expression of happiness and expression of pain and sorrows possible because of mind. Mind is the unique means by which we are able to experience pain and sorrows, pain and pleasure. Okay. Then Bhagavan has given this very wonderful and unique instrument that is called body. Through the body, we can perform any action. And through the action of the body, we can attain something. We can gain something. So gaining or attaining is possible through our body. Pain and pleasure is possible through our mind. All the values and decisions, the concept of analysis, selections and dejections of the various concepts, everything possible because of our intellect. So we have a knowledge through our intellect. We have a emotions like pain and pleasure through our mind. And we have a gain, profit, loss, everything through our actions of the body. So body, mind, and intellect. Thought, emotion, and action. Through action, we get gain or profit. Having thought everything, just go little more deep. We think, we take granted. Mind, intellect, and body, these are supreme sources for our happiness. But senses are not a valued source of knowledge. Valid means of knowledge. Mind does not have a valid means. Intellect is not a valid means of knowledge. Mind is not valued means of emotion. Senses have their own limitation. Mind has its own limitation, and intellect has its own limitation. Are you agree this? We have to agree.
Yes.
Particular object is too far from our eyes, we cannot perceive it.
Yes.
Object is too close or too near or too proximate to our eyes. We cannot see it. The object should be in particular distance. Then and then we can perceive, we can see, we can observe.
25 centimeter. 25 centimeter.
25 centimeters meters means
Optimum distance.
eyes and object in between there should be 25
Centimeter distance should be there.
25 centimeter distance must be there. What it shows? It shows that our eyes has particular limitation, very subtle object. We cannot see it. Electron, proton, neutron. These subtle atoms, can we see through our eyes? No. In science, we need a microscope.
Even microscopes are not sufficient for that.
Okay. We need a special instrument.
We recognize that only. We can't see that. Individual.
Through the microscope also.
No. We can see a huge number of electrons or protons or neutrons at a time. But single electron, single proton, nobody had seen.
Even today.
Yeah.
Okay. means our senses has a limitation. All senses have a limitation. Okay. If there is any disease in your body, we cannot see. The disease can be diagnosed through MRI, through sonography, through CT scan.
X-ray.
But nowadays, I have many friends, there are so many friends, doctor. They say that even though through MRI or through CT scan, something we cannot recognize. In our body, there is something which is beyond the capacity of this instrument. It means the science instrument also has its own limitation. Okay. Why I am describing all these things? Because all senses are limited.
And their accessories are also limited.
Yeah. Their functions also are limited. So limited senses with limited action, how one can attain unlimited happiness or gain or profit or whatever it may be? No. I had given example few days before. Having remaining in well, and frog started imagination about ocean. How big is ocean than this well? He may think ocean may bigger than 100 times bigger than this well, 1,000 times bigger than this well, 10,000 times bigger than this well. Is it possible? Frog is limited fact. Jiva, individual. Whale is limited. While remaining in limited instrument, how one can think unlimited ocean of water? No. We have to take this frog and throw into ocean and ask, what did you think about the ocean? Is it right now? No. He will say, no, no. Ashcharya, Ashcharya. Ashcharyavat pashyati kaschadenam. Says, this is wonders of wonder. Because while remaining in limited association, no one can think or attain unlimited. So it means mind has its limitation, intellect has its own limitations, senses has their own limitations. But realize master attains that happiness which is beyond the intellect, which is beyond mind, which is beyond the senses. He transcends all limitations. He has no emotion, he has no thought, he has no any action to describe the culmination of happiness, exalted happiness. So how one can understand that unlimited homogeneousness, existence, consciousness, and bliss, ocean of happiness, ocean of peace? ocean of existence. Even ocean also become limit. Even ocean also has its limitation. 100 and 1,000 ocean, if we put together, even though the absolute happiness is greater than that. So therefore, Shankaracharya has given this such a wonderful expression. Greatest gain or greatest achievement. Having gained which, there is no other gain to attain it. Yal labha aparaha na labha. Yal labha na aparaha labha. In your whole life, through great efforts and endeavors, we achieve something, but we do not feel completeness. Having achieved everything. Because Vyas Maharshi, see the life of Vyas Maharshi. He compiled the 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas. He composed the Brahma Sutras. He composed Ramayanas. And see, achievements of Sri Vyasji. Even doing everything. One day he was sat at the bank of Ganga with very dejections, with very frustrations, with very disturbed mind. Maharshi Narad came there and asked, why do you feel as very miserable today? Vyasji told Naradji, I don't know anything, but I am feel uncomfortable. I am feel incomplete. Something is less in my life. So Narad has given advice. Did you write the glory of Lord Krishna? Did you sing the glory of mind captivating Krishna Bhagavan? He said, no. Then Naradji told, you have did, you did many things. But even though incompleteness is there, you write something by which we can feel the completeness, and that is the glory of Lord Krishna. So he wrote Sri Mahabhagavat Mahapuran, and then he got achievement. It means when person establish the oneness between individual being and supreme being, then and then he feel completeness. Otherwise, attaining many degrees, attaining many posts, attaining many many ways, names and fame. Even though ultimately, what to do with name and fame? What to do with the degrees? What to do with all wealth? What to do with all materials? You want or she wants something special. And therefore, Shankaracharya say that we cannot attain that achievement through our action. When Bhagavan gives or shower his blessing on us and lifted us through his great compassion and kindness, enjoying his own true glory. Then Jiva understood this is not possible through my efforts. This is not possible through my actions of mind, body, and intellect. Bhagavan, you blessed me with your compassion and kindness. Then now I see everywhere your presence. In me, I see your presence. In all things and beings, I see your presence. Now I do not want to see anything in this world without you. Wherever, whenever, however, I see here and there, yes, you are everywhere.
सदा माझे डोळे.
This is the experience of the Gopika in Vrindavan. This is the experience of great Saint Tukaram Maharaj. This is the experience of exalted yogi Santa Sri Dhaneshwar. अनंत रूपे अनंत वेशे देखिले म्या त्यासी बाप रुखमा देवरू गुण बाणली कैसी. By achieving this highest state of realization, people approach Tukaram Maharaj. People say, talk about the world. Tukaram Maharaj say that no, bolo nechi nahi, ata deva vina kahi. I will not talk anything except him, except God. My mouth, my tongue want to talk about only that Vitthal, Bolava Vitthal. My eyes are very eagerly to see the beautiful form of that Supreme Lord, Pahava Vitthal. All my sense organs are ready to do something conducive about something, Lord. Karava Vitthal, Jiva Bhave. My mind continuously goes towards Lord. My intellect contemplate about the Lord Vitthal. So mind, intellect, senses are beyond my instructions. They themselves run towards the God day and night continuously. I cannot control my tongue. I cannot control my eyes. I cannot control my ear. I cannot control my senses through my body. There is only one vibration. Vitthal, 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 Vitthal. I listen his glory. I walk, I talk his glory. I see his glory. Through all my sense organs. His grace and blessing flowing continuously. He is functioning through me. He is manifesting through me. Now I don't have I and me anything because he dwells everywhere in my heart. He has taken my possession. So he said, having gained this happiness, there is no more happiness. I received the infinite knowledge by infinite grace of infinite Lord. all the knowledge of Vedas and Puranas and Smritis stand in front of me with folded hand. Oh Mahatman, just open your mouth. I want to sit on your tongue. We want express through your mouth. Shruti Smritiचे अर्थ आपणची होणी. The meaning of the Shrutis and Smritis came together and requested that realized master, oh, please something. Please say something. Through your words, I would like to express in front of the world. The people recognize us through the words of the great realized masters. अर्थ ज्ञानाची वाटप आहे. That knowledge, embodiment of knowledge is eagerly waiting. Such a realized master, when he speaks, and I will express through his speech, yal labha na param, yal jnanat na param jnanam. Because before we are attaining knowledge, now knowledge attained me. Knowledge himself entered in my mouth. Embodiment of Vedas and Puranas and Shastras just coming through my mouth. I have not decided to think about the Vedas, think about the Gita, and think about the Upanishads. रिकामे तोंड करू गेले बडबड गीता ऐशी गोड आतोडले. In my silent time, I was just whispering some here and there. Through that whispering, the commentary of Jnaneshwari, Bhagavad Gita, comes out as the form of Jnaneshwari. Knowledge is eagerly waiting such a person. Happiness, want happiness through that person, through this person. Jnanadevi Ramya Ramale Samadhan. That Samadhana gets Samadhana through that person, through this person. Happiness gets happiness through this person. Enjoyment gets enjoyment through this person. He is the embodiment of knowledge. He is the embodiment of happiness. He is the embodiment of achievements. He is the culmination of everything. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says that ते चालते ज्ञानाचे बिंब. When he walks, he says that knowledge itself take a form as a great saint and walks in this world. With body, the Sachidananda, it's Sachidananda Swarupa, the nature of Sachidananda, came down and it took a particular form as a saint. Don't see that, don't recognize him or her as a with particular gender. Sachidananda Swarupa Kano Habe, they are embodiment of Sachidananda. What a great happiness, what a great joy, what is a great knowledge. Shankaracharya says that this is the glory of realized master. This description we can find in Taittiriya Upanishad, Ananda Mimamsa. We'll think tomorrow. Today is, I think it is sufficient. We stop here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamadaha.